Hello guys, today we're going to talk about the Uzaki-chan drama. Yes, I am late. I only do things when the universe compels me to. Anyway, ever since I made my One Piece female character thing, people have been asking me repeatedly, what are your thoughts on Uzaki-chan? Now, I want to be clear that my problem with the One Piece designs weren't that their boobs were big, but that it was repetitive. Unfortunately, many emotional fanboys found the video, and the same people have been screeching there for literal days. You can check out that video if you want to. I mean, it's fucking Warzone in the comments though, beware. Moving on, Uzaki-chan has become infamous for having a bad character design. Most of the criticism says that she looks like a 12-year-old boy with huge bazongas. And that's pretty much all of it, as well as the flesh tooth. A lot of people went as far as fixing the art, but all they did was like get rid of the fucking boobs and stuff, and the flesh tooth. Valid. Pretty much confirming that it was the boobs specifically that needed to be changed. Now I'm a firm believer that before you can critique a design effectively, you need to understand the context of which it comes from. So I went and read the wiki pages to understand her character a bit more, because I did not want to watch the anime, honestly. Now the wiki was bare as fuck, so that could only mean one of three things. 1. Somebody deleted everything. 2. No one cared to add anything. Or 3, and my favorite, the anime has that little story that there's nothing to say about it. And if that's the case, why would it matter anyway? Like, why are people losing their shits over this absolute nobody's design? Like, I'm not even trying to be mean. I had no idea what this show was, like who Uzaki-chan was, until it blew up on Twitter. I feel like that actually made it a lot more popular. And it's weird to me also because people who don't even watch anime at all are getting upset about this design. Like, oh, this is why I can't watch anime. No, you can't watch anime because you haven't looked for any good ones. Like that's a you problem, entirely a you problem. And for people who don't watch anime at all, like why do you fucking care? It doesn't affect you. I only take time out of my life to like critique things that I actually have at least a bare level of enjoyment, or I did before it fucked up or something. Anyway, to critique her design, it also makes sense to just critique everyone's, okay? We have this character, Ami Asai, who wants to see Hana end up with male protagonist. Relatively basic design, nothing we haven't seen here, average chest sized. Moving on, we have Shinichi. That sounds familiar. Shinichi Sakurai. Generic. These designs aren't bad, by the way. They're just kind of basic. Nothing special. No basic anime shit. Male protagonist, but actually, he might not be, because the show does have Uzaki in the title. So maybe it's not Sakurai who's the main character. And then we have Uzaki, our girl. Honestly, out of the cast she comes from, she's probably the strongest design, like if we're gonna be honest, because as weird as it is, at least this stays in your head. I mean, this was all over Twitter for weeks. Like, people who don't even watch anime know who this bitch is. And I get it. She has a really small frame to be supporting all this boob. Our girl definitely has back problems. But it's not impossible to have this body. You can argue that it isn't common, but like, you can't say it doesn't exist. So when you remove her boobs and say that she looks like a little boy with tits, I mean, it's kind of rude, to be honest, to girls who do have this body. To dive into the P-word aspect of it, because people were saying she looked 12, and that was like, she looked 12 for a reason. She's 19. And later on in the story, she turns 20. I get where people are coming from when they say this, but Japan is not afraid to make a character what Americans would consider underage. Like, if they really want her to be 13, she'd be 13, and people would be like, the age of consent is 13 in Japan. Are you Japanese? Okay, I'm getting off topic. The point is, if they really wanted her to be that young, then she canonically would be that young. Okay, I was watching an anime on YouTube called Flowering Heart.
I'm sorry. I thought Shuel was looking for you. We can't let her catch you transforming. Women. They're a mystery.
Yikes. I'm pretty sure that was produced in South Korea, though. I don't think that was like that technically anime, because you know how they have different names. Like, it's not manga, it's manhwa. Like, so yeah. This is not that. Stop removing breasts. 19-year-olds don't need a weight or a height requirement to keep them. The flesh tooth, that's indefensible. I can't say anything about that. But everything else is just kind of normal, I guess. You should save your energy for this. Oh god, this is gonna kill Twitter. Honestly, the Aruru design, I don't know how to fucking say it. But anyway, this design is awful. It's awful. It's awful. I think it's a joke design. I don't know. I feel like with Uzaki-chan, her design is kind of like, it's not meant to be taken seriously. It's over the top. I think that's the point. Like, I've never watched the show. I probably never will. I don't know. Those kinds of shows aren't really my interests. But as far as design goes, I don't think it doesn't look like it looks like a comedy. Like, she's supposed to be goofy as fuck. But whatever. I don't know. I'm not watching it. So yeah, this was a short video. Like if you agree, if you disagree, also like. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Uzaki. Subscribe!